Hello everyone, Bailey Shea here, and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be reading stories from the subreddit r/EntitledKarens. Obviously, this is in ASMR style. Enjoy and relax. Our first story here is going to be this one right here. It was supposed to be a simple soccer meeting. So, I live in a family of Mexicans. Soccer is a familiar sport in the family, and we've all had a chance to be in a team and play, especially my father, who basically grew up with the sport and been in the team for years. He taught my siblings and I how to play as we grew up as well. We play decently every now and then. He now coaches in the park not far from the house as my two youngest siblings play in teams. This season, my father coaches our youngest in the family along with a few other kids. Little note, I've been an assistant referee at the park for 2 years, maybe 3, and I have encountered angry parents during a game or during my break or when I worked at the snack bar. Though the other day, it was just a coach meeting, and this mom, because of COVID, we had to stop last season's games, and now we're 100% sure we're playing this whole season. And we decided to do a little gathering and meet the coaches for each team this season. Each person had to check in, sanitize their hands, and wear a mask. We could all know where this is going. Here's what happened. I was helping by the canopy when one of the volunteers showed up and picked up a pink box full of masks. It was obvious that she looked a bit uncomfortable, then turned to me. Volunteer, can you do me a favor and take this to your dad's team? Me, a bit confused, and took the box. Sure. Volunteer, when you get there, there's going to be a woman without a mask. Offer it to her. If she refuses to take it, then just come back here and let me know. I have already talked to her about wearing a mask, but she said she left hers in the car. She's the only one without a mask. You'll know when you see her. At that moment, I was praying to God, whom I don't always pray to, that I was not going to approach a Karen. I was going to ask if my brother can take it, but the volunteer specifically asked me, and I wasn't going to let my brother take the risk since he forgot to take his meds and wasn't in the mood for social interaction with strangers, let alone a Karen. So I agreed and went off. I went across the field and saw the sign 12U, the team my dad was coaching. I looked at the team and saw a woman with, I believe were, her 2 daughters and separated from everyone else. The moment I saw her face, "Oh Lord, have mercy on my father and brother," I prayed quietly. She looked like she was either in her late 20s or early 30s and not a full-fledged Karen, I think. She wore sunglasses in a very dark, cloudy day. I believe she tried to dye her hair red, but came out faded on her short, dirty blonde hair. Anyways, my father was talking to the team and every now and then to the woman. So I slowly approached and waited until my dad noticed me. Yes? I was asked to bring these. I propped the box full of masks. Yes? He turns to Karen. If you are not comfortable wearing the masks, you don't have to wear them, but seriously, this is just ridiculous. She cuts him off and aggressively grabs the 3 masks from the box I was holding. Watch that attitude, lady, I thought. This whole COVID thing is just so ridiculous. I really don't get why we have to wear masks when it's not. And she mumbled words I couldn't hear after that because I decided not to hear her complain, and my father was also using his coach voice, 60 at 100 decibel volume, to the team for everyone to hear him. But at some point in her argument, she looked at me like she wanted me to agree on something she said, but I just straight up ignored her and left. Actually, I think I just said, and left. I don't know, and I don't care. I go back and let the volunteer know I gave her the masks. About 2 hours later, I approached my dad's team again to ask for the car keys my mother asked me to get. He was busy talking to the team, and I looked over at the woman. You can tell that she was not in a good mood under that mask. She kept glancing over at me and made me feel uncomfortable. Luckily, the meeting was over, and Karen grabbed the girls and stormed off. About an hour later, we get in the car. So, Dad, what was up with that woman? My dad was a bit annoyed and worried. What happened was that this woman didn't even check in nor sanitize her hands before approaching my dad's team. She just straight up went around the do not cross tape without a mask and went to my dad. My dad had let her know that she had to go back and check in, along with sanitizing her hands and wear a mask. She only did the first 2 things and approached him again without a mask. When she went back through, she started complaining about how it was a waste of her time and that they were just trying to take her money. She was even cussing in front of the whole team as she complained, and they were 12 and under children, so I can imagine other parents not being happy about that woman cussing in front of 11-year-olds and under. Woman, why bother come here? We all started joking around, but we were still worried because one of the girls are in the game or same team with my dad as the coach, and my baby brother is a teammate. I think this was just the beginning. Thank God I'm not going to be refereeing this season, but at the same time, I kind of want to see what this woman would do. But bless my father and brother's souls when they have to deal with her. Little update, because I didn't post this when I finished the first part. We had practice last week and went to the park, but she actually wore a mask, though my baby brother said that he did hear her talking crap about my dad and the team. He also heard her talking about how her daughter can do better than the rest of the team throughout practice and that she will do so much better as an attacker or forward. This also hurt my brother a bit because she did talk crap about him as well. God, if you're up there, give me a sign to hold back and not punch the woman. Heck, I could just tell my dad about it and kick them off the team, but my brother insists that it's okay and that the girl was actually good, both as a person and as a teammate. I'm trusting his words, but I told him that if anything goes wrong, tell Dad and get them off the team because we are not dealing with people like her. Wow. Goodness. But it's not really new when it comes to kids sports, I guess. You always got that one person. I understand masks aren't fun to wear, and I personally don't agree with wearing masks and stuff, but am I going to be a butthead to people if they tell me to wear a mask? No. Doesn't do any good. Doesn't make things any better for you. That'll being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.